This CSV file is a mess. We've got duplicate records, missing information, inconsistent formatting, columns that don't match. And if you've ever worked with exported business data, lead lists, or spreadsheets from multiple sources, you know cleaning something like this can take a lot longer than you'd expect. So today, I'm running a simple test. I'm going to give this messy file to an AI agent and see if it can turn it into a clean, import-ready spreadsheet from a single instruction. No detailed workflow, no step-by-step guidance. Just clean this file and prepare it for import. This video is sponsored by MoClaw, an AI agent platform that claims it can do more than answer questions and actually complete tasks using its own cloud computer. So let's find out if it can handle a real-world cleanup job.
Curious how AI can actually simplify your daily work? You're in the right place. Here we break down powerful AI tools into simple, practical steps so you can save time, boost productivity, and create smarter without stress.
Here's what we're working with. This CSV contains a mix of business contact data collected from different sources, and the problems are pretty obvious. We have duplicate entries, different formatting styles, missing values, inconsistent column structures, and several records that aren't organized properly. This is exactly the kind of spreadsheet that becomes frustrating when you're trying to import it into a CRM, marketing platform, or database. Normally, I'd either spend time cleaning it manually or use a chatbot to help me figure out the process. But today, I'm giving the entire task to the agent. I'm uploading the file into MoClaw and using this prompt. Clean this CSV file, organize the columns, remove duplicates where appropriate, standardize the formatting, and prepare an import-ready version. That's all. Let's see what happens. I'm uploading the CSV now and submitting the prompt. Right away, the agent begins analyzing the file. What's interesting is that it's not simply giving me advice. It's actually working through the task. It's reviewing the spreadsheet structure, checking the columns, looking for duplicate records, identifying formatting inconsistencies, and determining how the data should be organized. As the workflow progresses, you can see the agent moving through multiple steps on its own. It's evaluating the file, cleaning the structure, and working toward producing a finished output. In this test, the original spreadsheet contains approximately 462 rows. In the cleanup process, MoClaw identifies duplicate records, standardizes formatting across multiple columns, and reorganizes the spreadsheet into a consistent structure. We'll verify exactly what changed once the process is complete. This is one of the biggest differences between a traditional chatbot and an AI agent. A chatbot would usually respond with something like, "Here are the steps you should take." An agent attempts to carry out those steps itself, and that's exactly what we're testing here. The process is now complete. Let's see what it produced. Before comparing the full file, let's spot check a few records. Looking at several entries, the names, email addresses, and company fields appear properly aligned and consistently formatted. Records that previously appeared multiple times now appear only once, and the overall structure is noticeably more organized. Now let's compare the original file with the cleaned version. Before, duplicate records throughout the spreadsheet, missing values in important fields, different formatting styles, columns that weren't organized consistently, and overall, a file that would be difficult to import directly into another system. After, the original file contained 462 rows, and after cleanup, MoClaw removed 2 duplicate records and organized into 20 unique data. Formatting was standardized across names, phone numbers, and contact fields. Columns were reorganized into a consistent structure. After spot checking several records, the data appears properly aligned and ready for import. The overall structure is significantly cleaner and much easier to work with. Visually, the difference is immediately noticeable. This is exactly the type of repetitive cleanup work that often consumes far more time than people expect. But the real question isn't whether the file looks cleaner. The real question is, can I actually use it? So let's do a quick verification test. I'm going to import the cleaned file into Airtable. The import completes successfully. The columns map correctly. The records are organized properly. And the cleaned file is immediately usable. For me, that's the most important part of this test. It's not just about generating output. It's about producing something that can actually be used in a real workflow. Now that we've seen the result, let's talk briefly about what MoClaw actually is. MoClaw isn't positioned as a traditional chatbot. According to the platform, it operates through its own cloud environment and can perform multi-step tasks such as browsing websites, gathering information, organizing files, and working toward a requested outcome. The idea is simple. Instead of explaining how to complete a task, the agent attempts to complete the task itself. You describe what you want in normal language, and the system works through the necessary steps. One thing I found interesting is that you can access it through Telegram and Discord, which makes getting started relatively straightforward. I think this demo highlights the difference quite well. Most AI tools today follow the same pattern. You ask a question, the AI provides an answer. Maybe it gives you instructions. Maybe it gives you code. Maybe it gives you a plan, but you're still responsible for execution. An AI agent tries to move beyond that model. Instead of only generating information, it's designed to take action and work toward completing a task. That doesn't mean every task will be fully automated, and it doesn't mean the output will always be perfect. But the goal is shifting from, here's how you can do it, to, I'll try to do it for you. And that's a meaningful difference. Another feature worth mentioning is accessibility. MoClaw can be accessed through Telegram and Discord, which means users don't need to install a complex software stack or build complicated workflows before getting started. The setup process is straightforward. Connect your account, issue instructions through natural language, and let the agent begin working. For many users, that lower barrier to entry is a significant advantage. After testing it, here's my takeaway. The most interesting part wasn't the conversation. It was watching the agent work through a real task and produce a practical result. For people who regularly deal with repetitive digital work, things like data organization, spreadsheet cleanup, research tasks, information gathering, file processing, multi-step workflows, I can see why AI agents are attracting so much attention right now. In this particular test, I started with a messy spreadsheet and ended up with a structured file that was ready to use. And that's ultimately what most people care about, not whether the AI can explain the process, whether it can help complete the process. If you'd like to learn more about MoClaw, I've placed the official link in the description and pinned comment below. Thanks to MoClaw for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more real-world AI workflow tests like this, let me know what tools you'd like me to test next. I'll see you in the next one.